Wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa at 785-229-5651. Now, for a preview of this OU Lady Braves softball broadcast, here's David Potter.
And welcome to Sioux City, Iowa. We're back still in the winner's bracket are the Ottawa Braves after an exciting 1-0 victory over Morningside yesterday, the host team. And that may sound like a contradiction in terms of an exciting 1-0 game, but that's exactly what it was. Elisa Valenzuela, the hero for the Braves, in the top of the first inning. And she hit a home run, and that would be the only run we would see the entire day. Morningside scattered quite a few batters here and there. Didn't get many walks, but they were able to scatter quite a few singles all around. But the closest they would come to scoring was in the third inning when, with 2 outs, they had a runner on second. They singled to left, and left fielder Corey Lacey was able to come up with the ball and throw it home to get the out. We'll take our first break and we'll be back with more of the Wise Guys Construction pregame show.
You know Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa as the premier residential and commercial construction company. But did you know they also provide full repair for fire and flood restoration? Here's Bill Crowley, owner of Wise Guys Construction.
We offer full turnkey services, from cleaning and drying to the repairs of your project. We're an insurance preferred contractor. When disaster strikes, experience matters.
When it comes to your residential, commercial, or restoration needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction in Ottawa, 785-229-5651. Ottawa University is proud of the OU Lady Braves softball team and wishes them the best of luck in the NAIA tournament. Be proud of yourself. Complete your degree. Summer and fall terms begin soon. Visit ottawa.edu for more information and prepare for a life of significance. Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
And we are back with more of the Wise Guys Construction pregame show as the Braves get ready to take on Reinhardt University on day 2 of the opening round of the NAIA National Tournament. Now, we'll have to cut the pregame a little short here, but just a quick note on Reinhardt. An excellent hitting team, does not hit a lot of home runs, only 11 as a team, but a team batting average of .345 for the year, and 2 very strong pitchers. And one of them we'll be seeing today, Macy Mills. So we'll go ahead and take another break, and then we'll wrap up the Wise Guys Construction pregame show here on KOFO.
When Ottawa Family Physicians chose to construct their new Ottawa Care Clinic inside Costantino's Price Chopper, they turned to Wise Guys Construction. Dr. John Gollier.
We knew they were reliable. Their reputation's excellent. I've known Jason and Bill for a long time, and I trusted them to do a good job. They've worked with our staff and kept our hassles to a minimum. No, I would have absolutely no hesitation recommending Wise Guys Construction.
For commercial or residential construction, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction, 785-229-5651. Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Ottawa University is proud of the OU Lady Braves softball team and wishes them the best of luck in the NAIA tournament. Be proud of yourself. Complete your degree. Summer and fall terms begin soon. Visit ottawa.edu for more information and prepare for a life of significance.
We're about to get underway. That'll wrap it up for the Wise Guys Construction pregame show as we're about to start off with NAIA tournament softball here on KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the OU Lady Brave Softball Wise Guys Construction pregame show on KOFO. First pitch is next.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No, you're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Lady Brave Softball, live from the opening round of the NAIA National Championships in Sioux City, Iowa. This OU Sports broadcast on 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com is being brought to you by Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Kansas State Bank, Ransom Memorial Hospital, Wise Guys Construction, Hector Appraisal, Ottawa University, the City of Ottawa, Ottawa Family Physicians, and Design for Sports. Now let's go to the field and rejoin KOFO's David Potter.
And welcome to Sioux City, Iowa, where the Braves and Reinhardt University are underway. Got started a little early here. Jenna Stiggy able to get a looping single into shallow left center field to lead things off. So she's aboard with nobody out, and Corey Lacey at the plate, the left fielder, with the ball and a strike on her. The pitch taken outside for ball 2. It's Macy Mills pitching today with a .261 ERA. She's 18-3 on the year. 110 strikeouts and 147 innings pitched. Batters do hit .265 against her. Here's a bunt popped up down the first base line, and it was touched by the first baseman. And she actually didn't pick it up, but maybe thought she had it in the glove, tried to tag Lacey on the way, actually knocked Lacey to the ground. But she had touched it in fair territory. So we end up with runners on first and second. Nobody down, and yesterday's hero, Lisa Valenzuela, at the plate. So they're talking to Jessica Baker, the first baseman, to make sure she's all right, as she took a fair amount of contact along with Lacey on that play. Coach over there talking to her. So Elisa Valenzuela was the hero of yesterday's game in the top of the first. She went over the right field wall, and that would end up being the only run scored in the entire game, as the Braves took game 1, 1-0. They're still talking to Baker, making sure she's all right. When we get back underway, it'll be Lacey on first and Jenna Stiggy on second. So good speed on the base pass with Valenzuela at the plate. Baker is standing up and able to communicate with the trainer. And it looks like she'll stay out there. So a scary situation. You never want to see anyone hurt at any point, but especially not in this stage of the year. So Valenzuela has the highest OPS of any player at this location in the opening round of .1090. She had a home run and a walk to go with a strikeout yesterday. Mills ready. Here's the first pitch, taken outside for a ball. The Braves have something going early here in the top of the first with 2 runners on, no one out. And their top hitter at the plate, the left-handed Elisa Valenzuela. Pulled the string on the changeup there, got her to swing early. It's 1-1. Step back in. The senior from California takes that one outside. We're at 2-1. One of only 2 Braves to get a hit against Morningside star pitcher Rachel Hanks yesterday. This one's another swing and a miss. Actually, it looks like she got a piece of it, but tipped into the catcher's mitt. So we're at 2-2 for Valenzuela now. 2-2 pitch. Waits on this one. Recognized the changeup, but was still early, and fouls it off down the right field side. So makes just enough contact to stay alive. The pitch from Mills taken for ball 3. We're up to a full count now. One more ball would load up the bases for power hitter Elena Kotlari. Valenzuela back into the box. Takes ball 4, and the bases are loaded with no one out for Elena Cott-Laurie, who did more defensively than offensively yesterday as the Braves struggled against Rachel Hanks, but made a number of great defensive plays, and on the year is a .386 hitter, 4 home runs, second on the team with 40 RBIs, and an OPS of .928. First pitch taken inside, ball 1. Looks at this one, low ball 2. So some early trouble for Macy Mills. One of 2 Reinhardt pitchers who gets, they basically split the starts. This is Mills 26th. Madison Luck has started 28. Inside, a 3-0 count now to Cott-Laurie. So the Braves looking good early on here in the top of 1. The pitch. That one taken on the inside corner, 3-1. With Mills struggling, looks like she had the red light on that one. She was able to get it over, and here's the 3-1 pitch. Swings, fouls it off on the ground hard to the third base side, so now a full count. Mills has battled back after getting down in the count 3-0 to Cott-Laurie. Cott-Laurie does not strike out often. In fact, only 7 times all year. She makes contact with this. A nice play at third base. She gets the runner at third, but that's it. She doesn't have time to throw it as she had to dive to make the play. So she'll make the 1 out at third, but a run scores, and the Braves still have runners on at first and second with 1 down now. So an RBI on the fielder's choice by Cott-Laurie. Pitch number 1 to Alexa Romero is a strike. The Braves striking first here, up 1-0. Similar storyline to what we saw yesterday, although with more base runners. Now, Romero tried to pull her swing back, but that still made contact with the ball, so it's a foul ball, 0-2. This one fouled straight back on a full swing, stays 0-2. Pitch. The swinging bunt knocked that one foul again. Count will remain 0-2 for a 5th pitch. Swings on this one, pops it up. That will also go foul, so we'll see a 6th pitch, and it's still just 0-2. They're doing a good job of staying alive, but hasn't seen anything she can put into fair territory yet. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down now. Still have runners on at first and second, with third baseman Aaron Smith to the plate. She started at third yesterday, made a couple of nice plays. That's been a bit of a rotating spot for OU this year over at the hot corner. She will stand in a .280 hitter. She's hit 1 home run this year. Knocks that one right back up the middle, and they're going to send Valenzuela from second. She'll score easily. An RBI single for Aaron Smith, and the Braves have an early 2-0 lead. Aaron Smith comes up big. She had the only other hit aside from that home run yesterday against Morningside, a double in the 7th inning, and now she has an RBI single, her 13th run knocked in this year. The Braves jumping out 2-0. Already more runs than Reinhardt gave up all day yesterday as Amber Harris comes to the plate. Reinhardt winning 2-1 in extra innings yesterday over Jamestown. Harris swings on the first pitch, loops into the left field, got under it. The left fielder, she able to track it down for the catch? She is. A nice diving catch out in left field. That was Taylor Weeks making the catch, and that'll be it for the Braves. We go into the bottom of one. OU up early, 2-0 here on KOFO.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing credible options for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Lady Braves the best of luck. Call Hepner Appraisal Service, 242-6685.
Ottawa Family Physicians welcomes you to the new Ottawa Care Clinic at Cosentino's Price Chopper with advanced registered nurse practitioners who can treat minor illnesses as well as provide school and camp physicals. And there's no appointment necessary. The Ottawa Care Clinic inside Price Chopper for your convenience. Call 785-214-4903.
Designed for Sports on the Paola Square is your one-stop shop whether you need screen printing or embroidery work, promotional items, signs and banners, or just general printing services. Stop by Design for Sports, 10 South Silver, or give them a call at 294-2941.
Ottawa University is proud of the OU Lady Braves softball team and wishes them the best of luck in the NAIA tournament. Be proud of yourself. Complete your degree. Summer and fall terms begin soon. Visit ottawa.edu for more information and prepare for a life of significance.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
And welcome back to Sioux City, Iowa, host of the opening round of the NAIA tournament, or one of the hosts, the one where the Braves are located. And they have an early 2-0 lead here over Reinhardt. After jumping out 1-0 over Morningside yesterday, that would end up being the final score. We'll see if there's more offense in today's game, but Braves ace Molly Morgan and her sub 1.8 ERA taking the pitching rubber once again. After a complete game shutout yesterday, she did allow some hits to sprinkle around for Morningside, but able to keep them off the board. The first pitch here is a ball. That went outside, 2-0. Maddie Evans, one of three Reinhardt starters, batting over 400 at the plate. Went in there for a called strike, 2-1. Not a power hitting team, but a team that can spray a lot of singles all over the field. And again, a team batting average of .345. Pitch from Morgan fouled off, and now it's 2-2 to the leadoff hitter. Morgan, the pitch, gets Viscount Laurie low in the dirt, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Payoff pitch, fouled away, stays 3-2. Still full count to the leadoff hitter. Pitch hit on the ground to second. Romero scoops it up, throws to Valenzuela at first for out number 1. She made Morgan work for it, but eventually able to get the out.
Next up, center fielder, Hannah McKinley.
Hannah McKinley to the plate. A .321 hitter, no home runs, 16 RBIs on the year. 6 stolen bases. The first pitch, he showed bunt, pulled it back, 1-0. Second pitch on the outside corner, called strike. 1-1 count. Nobody on, 1 down here at the bottom of the first. Braves up 2-0 early. Pitch taken, outside corner again. This one will be called a ball. No indication of whether that was high or low. So the 2-1 pitch. Swings and fouls it back into the backstop, 2-2. Now hits this one on the ground. Amber Harris can't quite come up with it on the diving attempt at short. And McKinney's aboard with a single. Taylor Brazelton, a .458 hitter to lead the team with 32 stolen bases at the plate. So a dual threat player. Takes this one outside. Out of 92 hits this year, only 12 of them have been for extra bases, so predominantly a singles hitter. Watches that one outside, 2-0. 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Clouds still overtaking the sun for right now, but it's supposed to get up near 90 degrees today. And taken a little closer to the outside corner, but they'll still call it a ball. So Molly Morgan down in the count, 3-0 to the 3-hitter for Reinhardt. This one a called strike. A 3-1 count. Pitch taken outside, ball 4. So now Molly Morgan in a little early trouble with runners on first and second with 1 down. Jessica Baker coming to the plate. Be a little conference out of the pitcher's rubber. The infield talks it over with Molly Morgan. Baker, a .353 hitter, has more than half the team's home runs with 6. Also leads the team with 67 RBIs. And she comes to the plate with 2 on, and again, just 1 out. Morgan digs at the dirt, now looks in for a signal. Pitch. Outside again, ball 1. That's where she's been missing for most of these that haven't been in the strike zone so far. Have been well outside for the most part. It's number 2, again, outside, 2-0. Now, Kyle Laurie will throw down to second to keep the runner on us, but she's back in time. So a 2-0 count. Morgan trying to avoid loading up the bases or worse, giving up a hit. That one catches the outside corner, 2-1. Baker will slap this one opposite field, foul and out of play, evens the count up at 2-2. So Morgan has battled back in this at-bat after getting down 2-0. Pitch to Baker, started to go, held off, but it's a called strike 3. So now 2 down, but still 2 on. And Sarah Kate Jenkins, a .348 hitter with 23 RBIs on the year at the plate. So still a dangerous situation. This one's way outside on the right-hander for ball 1. Morgan looks in. The pitch taken. Just missed, so it'll be another 2-0 count to start off this batter. That one right down the middle, 2-1. So this is not unfamiliar to Morgan, and she had a number of situations with runners on first and second yesterday. Was able to get out of all of those, but certainly not what you want to continue to see. And now we've got head coach Jake Hant out there talking. Molly Morgan, the umpire, out there as well. It appears they're working on a spot out in the circle where there may be an issue with a mound of dirt where her foot is landing wrong. I saw when the infield was conferencing with Morgan earlier, the first baseman, Lisa Valenzuela, was trying to dig at the dirt a little bit. So they may have, we got a thunderstorm that blew through last night, and the rain may have created some clumps in the dirt out there in the infield. That may be what they're working on. Morgan does not seem comfortable with it. But now they've returned to their positions, and we'll see the 2-1 pitch. This one popped up into left field. Lacey gets under it, makes the catch, and the Braves will get out of the inning. We'll go into the second. Braves up 2-0 here early on. You're listening to Braves Softball here on KOFO.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa University and wishes the Lady Braves softball team the best of luck in the playoffs. You can find information about city events, paying bills, agenda, and minutes, or current employment opportunities by visiting the city online at ottawaks.gov.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
Nothing's more fun than enjoying a summer day watching baseball. From the kids in our Little League programs to our local high school and area college teams, show your support. Go to a game and cheer for your team. The whole community benefits. Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back to the opening round of the NAIA Softball National Tournament, where the Braves have jumped out to a 2-0 lead over Reinhardt, the 2 seed. Braves came into this one the 4 seed in the tournament, and looking to try and stay in the winner's bracket. Doing well here in the early going, but still a lot of softball left to play. The sun is back out. Savannah Holland, the designated player, comes to bat. She struggled against the pitching yesterday. Swings and misses on this one, strike 1. She only got 2 at-bats yesterday, struck out both times. This one fouled straight back into the backstop, and it's 0-2. She'll dig back in. She's not played a lot of games this year, but has been the designated player in both games so far, and she'll take called strike 3 here. That's 3 strikeouts already for Macy Mills, who came into this game with 110 already on the year. Mackenzie Stevens, who bats at the bottom of the lineup, but is a .314 hitter with 2 home runs, will step into the batter's box. Right-handed batter bunts, tries to bunt aboard, fielded by the first baseman, wheels it over to the second baseman for the out. So we have 2 down and nobody on now for Jenna Stiggy, who led things off with a single and scored. And she'll take a called strike 1 on the first pitch. And tries to go opposite field with this one, fouls it away. It's 0-2. Pitch. Once again, tries to slap it to the left field side, but got under it and pushed it over the fence for a foul ball out of play. Stays 0-2. The pitch from Mills. This one popped into shallow right field, but they were playing her shallow, and right in place, able to make the catch. That'll be out number 3. We'll go into the bottom of the second. Braves still up 2-0 here on KOFO.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing credible options for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Lady Braves the best of luck. Call Hepner Appraisal Service, 242-6685. The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa University and wishes the Lady Braves softball team the best of luck in the playoffs. You can find information about city events, paying bills, agenda, and minutes, or current employment opportunities by visiting the city online at ottawaks.gov.
Design for Sports on the Paola Square is your one-stop shop whether you need screen printing or embroidery work, promotional items, signs and banners, or just general printing services. Stop by Design for Sports, 10 South Silver, or give them a call at 294-2941.
Ottawa University is proud of the OU Lady Braves softball team and wishes them the best of luck in the NAIA tournament. Be proud of yourself. Complete your degree. Summer and fall terms begin soon. Visit ottawa.edu for more information and prepare for a life of significance.
And we are back for the bottom of the second. Braves up 2-0 after hitting two across in the top of the first. Angela Roberts to the plate. A 270 hitter, one of the few Reinhardt starters batting below 300. Reinhardt got 2 runners on in the first inning, but couldn't advance them past second, which is a common theme yesterday. As Roberts takes strike one. Right-hander steps back in. Swings on this one, fouls it right into the dirt, foul. So quickly down in the count, 0-2. Morgan with the pitch, taken just an inch outside on an 0-2 count. Takes some guts to take that pitch, but called the ball, 1-2. Now this one she'll chop to short. Harris swings over to first for the out, 1 down. Now Haley Collins to the plate. Collins will pop this one into shallow right center field. She rounds first, and like she might have, for a split second, thought about trying to go to second, but it didn't go far enough into the gap for her to make that play. Stevens got to it quickly enough to keep her at first. So 1 down, 1 on for the catcher, Cassidy Howren. First pitch is a ball. That one didn't miss by much, but Morgan still gets down in the count, 2-0 to the batter as the sun comes back out. Been off and on all throughout the morning. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. Right now, not too bad outside, but the high is supposed to be up near 90 today. This one fouled off to the third base side. Now it's a 2-2 count. Morgan's pitch, up and away, 3-2. Count full with a runner on. Been breezy this morning with the flag not moving a whole lot out there in right center field. What breeze there is moving mostly left to right. Now it picks up again. Hit on the ground to third. Smith fields it. Her throw gets past the second baseman, Romero. So what might have had a chance of being a double play turns into an error that gets another runner aboard. So for the second straight inning, we've got runners on first and second with 1 down. That third base spot has been a bit of an issue at times for OU this year. Smith's not a dedicated third baseman. He's a utility player, plays both outfield and infield. This is her second consecutive start over at third. I want to call it strike on the outside corner. Taylor Weeks at the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Takes another strike on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Morgan looks in, the windup and pitch. Started to go. Caught Laura's going to ask for an appeal. They'll say she held off. That was awfully close. She tried to get a running swing on it and definitely extended her arms. 1-2. Now this one she will try and slap it opposite field. It'll get down, but in foul territory. It remains 1-2. Weeks is just looking to slap it opposite field and get on base. Has not really tried to drive it on any of these pitches. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Morgan. Her second strikeout. That brings up Maddie Evans at the top of the order for Reinhardt.
Now up the middle hitter, Maddie Evans.
2 on and 2 out now. First pitch to Evans is high, ball 1. One taken, outside corner, 1-1. Pitch to Evans. Hit hard into the outfield. That's going to score at least 1, if not 2. It gets into the gap and gets all the way to the fence. They're going to hold the runner at third. That's going to be an RBI double for Maddie Evans, and that cuts the Braves' lead in half. It's now 2-1. So the first run surrendered by OU in the tournament.
Double brings up center fielder Hannah McKinley.
The Braves found themselves in situations with 2 runners on several times yesterday and were able to avoid getting burned, but you can't continue to put yourself in that situation and expect not to give up any runs, and that time that RBI double eats into their lead. First pitch to Hannah McKinley is a strike. Now she'll pop this one into foul territory. It'll land just in front of the fence. So an early 0-2 count to McKinley. Pitch way outside, 1-2. Runners on second and third, so a single could potentially give Reinhardt an early lead here in the bottom of 2. Pitch looped over to short. Harris makes the catch, and they'll minimize the damage and only give up 1. But we head into the third inning. The Braves lead down to 2-1. You're listening to Braves Softball here on KOFO.
Anyone can call themselves a construction company, slap a sign on the side of their truck, and drive around town looking for work. Is that who you want to hire? No. You're smarter than that. Wise Guys Construction at 108 North Main in Ottawa has been in business for 13 years, building new residential homes, adding additions and finishing basements, solving commercial structure needs for businesses, and repairing damage left behind from fire or water. When it comes to who you hire for residential and commercial construction needs, be wise. Call Wise Guys Construction at 785-229-5651.
Designed for Sports on the Paola Square is your one-stop shop whether you need screen printing or embroidery work, promotional items, signs and banners, or just general printing services. Stop by Design for Sports, 10 South Silver, or give them a call at 294-2941.
Ottawa Family Physicians welcomes you to the new Ottawa Care Clinic at Cosentino's Price Chopper with advanced registered nurse practitioners who who can treat minor illnesses as well as provide school and camp physicals. And there's no appointment necessary. The Ottawa Care Clinic, inside Price Chopper for your convenience. Call 785-214-4903.
Headed into inning number 3. The Braves trying to stay on top. They scored 2 in the top of the first. They gave one of those back in the bottom of the second. So they're up 2-1. We'll be getting into the heart of the order, though, with Corey Lacey, Elisa Valenzuela, and Elena Cott-Lowry due up with Alexa Romero and Aaron Smith next in line. Those are probably the 5 most consistent batters in the lineup. Left-handed Lacey steps in. A 306 hitter. Takes inside, ball 1. First and third playing at bunt level. Lacey has the speed to bunt a board. She'll take that one, 2-0. Back to third baseman Angela Roberts playing probably a good 4 or 5 steps in from third base. This one, I believe, fouled off of her foot, 2-1. So any kind of a blooper into shallow left field would be an easy single. She takes this one low. It's 3-1. As Roberts is in front of the pitcher where she's located over on the third base side. Takes this one down the middle. Full count. Now she'll pull this one down the right field line. That's going to get past the right fielder. Lacey rounds first. She's going to be into second, round second, and they're not going to be able to get her at third. That's going to be a triple leading off for Corey Lacey. So the Braves able to do some more damage.
The leadoff triple by Lacey brings up first baseman Elisa Valenzuela.
You're the third after a quiet second inning. And really 6 straight quiet innings yesterday after the leadoff or the first inning home run by Valenzuela. So the bat's a little more alive today, and now we've got a runner on third with nobody out. And Valenzuela plenty capable of hitting it to sacrifice fly territory. At the plate, she takes ball 1. With nobody out, you don't necessarily want to look to the sac fly unless that's really all you can do with it. Especially with Cott-Lowry, who's plenty capable of doing the same coming up next. She'll take ball 2 inside. Reinhardt may be more content with putting her on first and getting a potential double play situation on board rather than giving Valenzuela anything to hit. This one inside again, 3-0. Cott-Lowry does not have great speed, neither does Valenzuela, so would be a potential double play situation if Valenzuela ends up on first and you can keep the ball down in the zone. Takes and looks at ball 4, walks on 4 pitches. So runners on the corners now, nobody down, and Elena Cott-Lowry at the plate. The catcher communicating with the infield. And second base and short will be playing. We started off closer to double play depth, still tending that way a bit as the first pitch goes inside for ball 1. Alexa Romero on deck, runners on first and third, nobody out. Braves up 2-1 here in the top of the third. This one driven foul down the left field side and over the fence in foul territory. So hit hard, but well out of play. 1-1 count to the Braves catcher. So take this one in the dirt, 2-1. Cott-Lowry, just a sophomore out of Topeka. Has had a heck of a year for the Braves, both offensively and defensively. So hit this one foul on the ground, 2-2. 2 pitch. Looked at in the dirt and outside. Catcher does a good job of keeping it in front of her, so Lacey will stay at third. 3-1 count now, or excuse me, 3-2 count, full, with runners on the corners. Takes this one in the dirt as well. So the bases are loaded with nobody out, and Alexa Romero at the plate. Romero struck out her first time up. This is the second time that the middle of the Braves order has caused some trouble for Macy Mills. Romero, a .290 hitter, 29 RBIs on the year. Takes that one, looked outside. Say it hit the corner, 0-1. Hill 1 pitch, held off on it, strike 2. So first at bat, she didn't look entirely comfortable, fouled off a few pitches, but ultimately struck out. And now that's 2 where she hasn't seemed to have the timing down here against Mills. This one drives hard into the left field side, and that's fair. That's going to score at least 1, or 2, excuse me, and Count Laurie will end up at third. Romero at second with a 2-run double, and the Braves have given themselves a 3-run lead here in the third. So just as I'm saying, Romero having trouble with the timing of the pitches. She drives one right down the left field line and knocks in 2 runs. Her 30th and 31st RBIs on the year. Now runners on second and third, still nobody out. Aaron Smith, who drove in a run with a single in her first at bat. This one popped foul and out of play. Smith stands back in, the right-hander. Way out ahead of that one. Pulled the string with the changeup, and it's 0-2. Pitch, held off on it, looked to be inside, called strike 3, so Smith down on 3 pitches. Amber Harris to the plate now. 307 hitter. She's knocked in 24 runs of her own. She'll put this one on the ground over to third. They'll hold up at third base. And they'll throw over to first for the outs. We've got 2 down. Savannah Holland to the plate. Count Laurie has a number of strengths out there, but not the fastest runner on the field, so not much opportunity to try and score on that ground ball in the infield. This one hit opposite field, and it's down. It burns the right fielder, so we're going to have 2 more runs scoring. Holland will stand up at second and stay there. A stand-up 2-run double for Savannah Holland, and the Braves are up 6-1 here in the third. So a big third inning for the Braves as they've knocked in 4 off of 2 2-run doubles. Called strike 1 on Kenzie Stevens. This one a ball, 1-1. So a 5-run lead now is opened up for OU in the top of the third. Stevens will chop this one foul down the third base line. Stevens pops this one back over the backstop. Count stays 1-2. Pitch, looks at it in the dirt, 2-2. Van Holland over there on second. Now this one inside, she turns and pulls it well foul. Still 2-2 count to the center fielder, Kenzie Stevens. This one pops straight up and back, out of play. So we'll see an 8th pitch at this at-bat. Stevens hasn't put one in fair territory, but she's been able to keep Mills working for it. Now she puts this one on the ground, fair territory, fielded over at third, throws to first. The throw's a bit high, but able to reel it in, and that'll be out number 3. We'll go into the bottom of the third. The Braves strike for 4. They're up 6-1 here on KOFO.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa University and wishes the Lady Braves softball team the best of luck in the playoffs. You can find information about city events, paying bills, agenda, and minutes, or current employment opportunities by visiting the city online at ottawaks.gov.
Ottawa University is proud of the OU Lady Braves softball team and wishes them the best of luck in the NAIA tournament. Be proud of yourself. Complete your degree. Summer and fall terms begin soon. Visit ottawa.edu for more information and prepare for a life of significance. Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
What's the value of your real estate? Hebner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing credible options for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Lady Braves the best of luck. Call Hebner Appraisal Service, 242-6685.
And welcome back to Sioux City. It's still a lot of softball to be played, but Ottawa with some extra energy out there right now, up 6-1 over Reinhardt University of Georgia. Leading off will be Taylor Brazelton of Reinhardt.
Leading off for the Eagles, the shortstop, Taylor Brazelton.
The senior leading the team batting average with a .458 average. Also has 32 stolen bases on the year. And 2 pitches taken, both balls, it's 2-0. Takes another one. Not sure where these are missing. 3-0 the count now. This one a called strike. She's taking all the way. 3-1. Three-one pitch chopped on the ground over to Smith at third. Fires over to first, and Brazelton can burn down the line, but the throw is able to get her in time, so 1 down.
The 5-3 putout brings up the first baseman for the Eagles, Jessica Baker.
Jessica Baker to the plate, a .353 hitter. Again, really Reinhardt's only power hitter with 6 home runs on the year. A left-hander. She'll hit this one and bounces up and hit her leg in the batter's box. That'll be a foul ball. Morgan, pitch up high, ball 1. Way outside. 2-1 count now. The Reinhardt cleanup hitter at the plate. Braves up 6-1 here in the bottom of 3. Grounded over to third, bounces off Smith's glove. Harris able to get it off the deflection, but her throw to first is not in time, and Reinhardt has the runner aboard. So it sharply hit. Smith was able to get her glove on the ground, and it bounced off into the glove of shortstop Amber Harris, but that took a little too much time. Sarah Kate Jenkins to the plate now. One on, one out. First pitch, a ball. This one, swing and a miss. I tipped it. Be 1-1. That one just missed outside. Might have been a bit low, 2-1. Reinhardt with some ground to make up, but several innings left to try and do it. This one taken inside, so a 3-1 count. And if she walks, it'll be the third consecutive inning where Reinhardt has put runners on first and second with one out. Ball four, and so that's exactly what we'll have. In the first, second, and third innings now, Reinhardt has managed to get runners on first and second with only one down. Now in the first inning, they got nothing out of it. Last inning, they were able to get an RBI double to score a run. Let's see what Angela Roberts here can do. The third baseman stepping in, a right-hander. Takes strike one on the first pitch. Once again, the Braves playing with fire a little bit, putting runners on the base paths and trying to get out of it. Swing and a miss, pulled the string on that changeup, and she was not ready for it, 0-2. Morgan steps back onto the rubber. Foul tip. Caught by Laurie, strike three. Molly Morgan's third strikeout on the day. Now, two outs with runners on first and second. Haley Collins, who has a single already today at the plate. And she'll drive this one into right. Fielded in shallow right field, and they're going to get the runner rounding second. Wasn't paying attention, didn't look back. And Amber Harris puts the tag on her, and Reinhardt will not score. A heads-up play by Jenna Stiggy throwing to second when she saw the runner not paying attention and rounding too far off second. They pick her off, and we will go into the fourth inning. The Braves preserving that 6-1 lead here on KOFO.
Ottawa Family Physicians welcomes you to the new Ottawa Care Clinic at Cosentino's Price Chopper with advanced registered nurse practitioners who can treat minor illnesses as well as provide school and camp physicals. And there's no appointment necessary. The Ottawa Care Clinic inside Price Chopper for your convenience. Call 785-214-4903.
Designed for Sports on the Paola Square is your one-stop shop whether you need screen printing or embroidery work, promotional items, signs and banners, or just general printing services. Stop by Designed for Sports, 10 South Silver, or give them a call at 294-2941.
I can go pretty far in my new truck, but I didn't have to go far to pick up my new truck loan. My bank is local. So instead of a lot of fast talk, I got a loan that's just as fast as my truck. If you need to pick up a truck loan, stop by and talk to my bank.
Kansas State Bank, a better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We have a pitching change for Reinhardt here in the top of the fourth as Madison Luck, who started 24 games, started 24 games and completed every one that she started with a 1.64 ERA, 19-8 record on the year. 179 innings pitched, but only 94 strikeouts. Batters do hit .255 against her, but only 26 walks. So she pitches to contact somewhat, but has been very effective in doing it. As Mills struggled with the middle of the order, and we've got the top of the order coming up for the Braves here in the fourth, so Reinhardt just trying to mitigate the damage. Reinhardt won yesterday, so a loss here does not end their postseason run, but it does knock them back or down into the losers bracket, something they're trying to avoid, obviously, which would mean a second game today. Stiggy at the plate, takes strike one on the outside corner. Stiggy looped in a single and scored in the first and flew out in her last at bat. She'll slap this one on the ground over to short. She's quick, but not quite quick enough to get to first before the throw makes it there. Stiggy does have the speed to score on a slow roller on the infield, but that hit pretty sharply to short, and they're able to get her by a full step. Corey Lacey to the plate now. Takes that one outside corner, strike one. So Luck looks very comfortable out there. Has come in and immediately started throwing strikes. This one, though, way up high and past the catcher for ball one. One. Lacey digs in. Pitch, watches it outside, 2-1. Lacey tripled to start off the last inning. Now she will knock this one past the third baseman down the left field line, rounds first, but left fielder able to get to it quickly enough. She'll stay at first, but a one-out single for Lacey, who's now 2 of 3, and that brings up Elisa Valenzuela, who's walked in both of her first two at-bats. So far, Reinhardt has not seemed to want much of anything to do with Valenzuela, who homered yesterday. The left-hander digs in. We'll see if Luck wants to go after her. It's one inside. That's where Mills was trying to pitch her. So that's clearly the scouting report for Reinhardt is pitch Valenzuela inside. Don't let her extend those arms and drive it, but they've walked her twice so far. Now this one way outside. They've got a 2-0 count to the Braves power hitter. Again, 1 on, 1 out. Braves up 6-1 here in the top of 4. Swing and a miss there. 2-1 the count. Valenzuela scored after walking in the first. Fouls this one straight back, and now it's a 2-2 count. Some comes back out. Pitcher Madison Luck squinting a bit. It's basically right overhead as we're getting close to midday here. I went outside, full count to Valenzuela now. The sun fades back away behind a cloud. It's just been in and out all day today, as it was yesterday afternoon. She'll just get a piece of this one to stay alive in the at-bat, 3-2. Good speed on first, and Corey Lacey. 1 out. Valenzuela steps out, now steps back in. 3-2 pitch. Chopped foul. We'll see another one. Valenzuela leads the team in walks with 18. Another 3-2 pitch upcoming here. She'll hit this one on the ground to second. They don't have a play at second. They'll toss it over to first for the out. So they move Lacey into scoring position, but now 2 down for the catcher, Elena Cott-Lowry.
The 4-3 put-out brings up Elena Cott-Lowry.
Cott-Lowry had an RBI off of a fielder's choice in the first inning and then walked her last time up. We'll watch this one on the inside corner for ball 1. Pops this one foul and well out of play. Got under it, didn't make clean contact with that one. It's quickly 0-2 to Kyle Laurie, but again, she's only struck out 7 times all year. Doesn't walk a lot, but very difficult to strike out as well. This one, she hit sharply on the ground, fielded at third by Roberts, throws over to first for the out, and that'll do it for the Braves in the fourth. We go to the bottom of 4. Braves still up 6-1 here on KOFO.
Ottawa University is proud of the OU Lady Braves softball team and wishes them the best of luck in the NAIA tournament. Be proud of yourself. Complete your degree. Summer and fall terms begin soon. Visit ottawa.edu for more information and prepare for a life of significance.
Design for Sports on the Paola Square is your one-stop shop whether you need screen printing or embroidery work, promotional items, signs and banners, or just general printing services. Stop by Design for Sports, 10 South Silver, or give them a call at 294-2941.
The City of Ottawa proudly supports the student athletes at Ottawa University and wishes the Lady Braves softball team the best of luck in the playoffs. You can find information about city events, paying bills, agenda and minutes, or current employment opportunities by visiting the city online at ottawaks.gov.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
And we head to the bottom of 4. We're halfway through this one. Braves on top 6-1. Molly Morgan still out there working. She's given up runners on first and second with 1 out in all 3 of the first 3 innings.
Leading off 4-3 for the Eagles is the catcher, Cassidy Howard.
First inning, they were able to get out of it with no damage. The second inning, Reinhardt got an RBI double in. Then last inning, they got a hit with runners on first and second and 2 down, but Jenna Stiggy gunned down the runner going to second as she rounded the base too far. Now the first pitch here is a called strike on Haley Collins. Excuse me, this is the catcher, Cassidy Howard. And she will single this one into left. So 1 on, nobody out for Reinhardt. Once again, they're able to get a base runner on. Brings up the left fielder, Taylor Weeks. Sydney Flowers will come on to pinch run.
Next up to the plate, the left fielder, Taylor Weeks.
So they get a little faster on the base pass with nobody out and 1 on. They're in the bottom of 4. That one taken inside, bit high, ball 1. And one called strike, evens the count at 1-1. Now hit on the ground to short. Harris wheels it over to Romero for the out at second. Not enough time to turn the double play, but they do get the lead runner out. So 1 out with the runner on first. And the leadoff hitter, Maddie Evans, coming around to bat.
Now the leadoff hitter, Maddie Evans.
That one missed high, ball 1. Not by much. Now the changeup gets Evans starting to go. She held off, but a called strike on the inside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on first base. Another one didn't miss by much. Just a touch outside, 2-1. This one will be popped up to very shallow left field into foul territory, and Amber Harris sprinting over into foul territory to make that running catch. 2 down. Corey Lacey was coming in on it. Amber Harris called her off and made the catch as she was crossing over the foul line.
Now up center fielder, Hannah McKinley.
Hannah McKinley to the plate. Has a single and a fly out. She'll loop this one into shallow left field for another single. So once again, Reinhardt will get runners on first and second, as they have in every inning so far now. And the three-hitter, Taylor Brazelton, coming to the plate.
McKinley single brings up the shortstop, Taylor Brazelton.
Brazelton with a walk and a ground out to her name today. Pitch, she offered at it on the bunt attempt. It didn't make contact. Strike one. Looked like she might have been thinking about pulling it back as she was reaching out. That went well outside, 1-1. Brazelton with great speed. If she puts it on the ground, always a threat to get to first anyway. That one looked like she offered, and they will call it a strike. It was well inside, but it looked like she'd already started to go around trying to slap it opposite field. 1-2 now. This one way outside, and it gets by, caught Laurie, so the runners will advance. Now runners on second and third as the count evens up at 2-2 with two down. So high leverage situation here. Morgan's pitch hit on the ground, that hits the batter. She was out of the batter's box when it bounced up and hit her. That's an out. So once again, the Braves are able to get out of a tough situation without allowing any runs. We'll go into the fifth inning. It's still 6-1 OU.
Two hits and no errors. We go to the top of the fifth. Ottawa leads 6-1.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Ottawa University is proud of the OU Lady Braves softball team and wishes them the best of luck in the NAIA tournament. Be proud of yourself. Complete your degree. Summer and fall terms begin soon. Visit ottawa.edu for more information and prepare for a life of significance.
Designed for Sports on the Paola Square is your one-stop shop whether you need screen printing or embroidery work, promotional items, signs and banners, or just general printing services. Stop by Designed for Sports, 10 South Silver, or give them a call at 294-2941.
Ottawa Family Physicians welcomes you to the new Ottawa Care Clinic at Constantino's Price Chopper with advanced registered nurse practitioners who can treat minor illnesses as well as provide school and camp physicals. And there's no appointment necessary. The Ottawa Care Clinic inside Price Chopper for your convenience. Call 785-214-4903.
And welcome back. Braves still have 6-1. With Alexa Romero at the plate leading off. The 2-0 count early on here. The Braves just using some of that same magic they had yesterday where they've gotten themselves into some tough situations, allowing multiple base runners on but not giving up runs. Only one allowed so far today, despite 2 runners on base in each of the first 4 innings. Now a taken strike. Looked a bit inside as Romero was jumping back from it, but caught the corner, 3-1. That one right down the middle, taken. Now it's a full count. Romero had a 2-run double her last time up. Knocks this one right back up the middle, but fielded by Luck. Throws over to first for the first out of the inning. We'll bring up Aaron Smith, the third baseman.
The 1-3 flip-up brings up the third baseman for the Braves, Aaron Smith.
Smith has an RBI single and a strikeout today. Called strike one. Talked about how Luck pitches to contact, and to that point, she has 4 ground outs, and those have accounted for all 4 outs she's recorded so far. This one in the dirt, 1-1. So she's been effective despite pitching to contact and keeping the ball low and keeping batters from driving it. This one up and in, 2-1. Two-one pitch, chopped fouled on the third base line, 2-2 now the count. 1 out, nobody on for Aaron Smith, the third baseman for OU. Another foul. Stay alive in the count and see a 6th pitch of this at bat. When taken inside, full count. Amber Harris on deck. She's 0 for 2 today. Nobody on, still just the 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 out, nobody on for the Braves shortstop, Amber Harris. Second time Smith has struck out today. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, way late on that one, 0-1. Takes down the middle, 0-2. Harris has struck out and grounded out today. The pitch well outside in the other batter's box. She lays off that one. That one way outside. She started to swing and just kind of went around with it, but sort of a half-hearted attempt as she goes down on strikes. We'll go into the bottom of 5. Braves still up 6-1 here on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
What's the value of your real estate? Hepner Appraisal Service in Ottawa has been providing credible options for individuals, banks, and lending institutions for nearly 40 years. Jim, Wade, and Scott wish the Lady Braves the best of luck. Call Hepner Appraisal Service, 242-6685.
Whether it's on the field as a player or tackling your yard as a weekend warrior, injuries happen. The Orthopedic Associates of Ottawa at Ransom Memorial Hospital can reduce your pain, increase your function, and get you back in the game. Find out how by visiting ransom.org.
With mobile banking, I've got all my finances right at my fingertips. I can pay bills, transfer funds, and even check balances, all from my smartphone or tablet. And since I have my bank bookmarked right on the web, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Bottom of the 5th. Braves still up 6-1 over Reinhardt. Jessica Baker will be up first. Reinhardt's lone power hitter. Again, Reinhardt only 11 home runs as a team for the year, but 6 of those belong to Baker.
Pitch ready for the Eagles, number 6, Emily Draper. To the plate, the designated player, Sarah Kate Jenkins.
Advancing to first is Baker, and Sarah Kate Jenkins to the plate. With 1 on, nobody out. The changeup in there for a strike. This one fouled out of play. And the 0-2 pitch. Jenkins takes high, ball 1. Swings, pops this one up into foul territory. Cottlori dives for it, but falls out of reach. Cottlori made a diving catch on a little bloop foul ball yesterday that very few catchers would get to, and then another diving attempt in almost that exact same spot over near the first base dugout, but both yesterday and today not quite able to get to it. 1-2 count to Jenkins. Pitch, he takes high, 2-2. The Braves faithful thinking that might have been in the zone. Looked a bit high, so it'll be 2-2. This one she hits on the ground over to Smith, can't field it cleanly, and once again, in every single inning, Reinhardt has gotten 2 runners on. We have runners on first and second, and nobody out this time. We'll see a pinch runner as Madeline Moore comes on to run. So we've got Angela Roberts, the third baseman, coming up to bat.
Number 25, Madeline Moore. In the pinch hit, number 15, Bailey Willis.
And we'll actually get a pinch hitter as Bailey Willis comes into bat for Roberts, a .215 hitter, but with 21 RBIs on the year. She started 33 games, so a frequently used player. Though not getting the start today, she takes strike 1 on the inside corner. Reinhardt just trying to get something going, down 5 here in the 5th. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Pitch, thought about it, very close to the outside corner. A little bit away, 1-2. One popped up, foul territory. Cottlori walks over, gets under it, and makes the catch. The Braves have 1 down. Still 2 runners on for the Eagles here in the bottom of 5.
Now the right fielder, Haley Collins.
Haley Collins at the plate. She's grounded out and struck out. Pitch, she takes it for ball 1. Runners on first and second, both pinch runners. 1 out here in the bottom of 5. Braves still up by 5, 6-1. And started to go. I didn't even think it was questionable. It looked like she'd gone around, but they'll appeal, and both umpires agree she did not. It'll be a called ball 2. When she swings on, hits it into shallow left center field. Runner will hold up at third, so now the bases are loaded with one down. Brings Haley Collins to the plate. And Coach Jay Kant will come out and have a conference with the infield to decide how they want to pitch to this batter and where they want the infield positioned. Will be the catcher Cassidy Howren. So one down, but the bases loaded in the bottom of 5. Braves up by 5, but with the bases loaded, that could change in a hurry. Second base and shortstop playing right in between the bags, with Valenzuela and Smith hugging the corners in the infield. First pitch is a taken strike. Another called strike, 0-2. Pitch. Just made a little contact with it, just enough to stay alive in the at-bat. Now we're in a .240 hitter on the year, only 8 RBIs. Pitch taken, I guess high. It was right over the middle, 1-2. One hit on the ground to second. Romero throws to second for the out. They throw over to first, and they get the double play. That was a close play at first, and the first base coach not happy for Reinhardt, but they're able to turn 2. And once again, the Braves just find a way to get out of these tight jams defensively. We'll go into the 6th. Braves are still up 6-1 here on KOFO.
Ottawa University is proud of the OU Lady Braves softball team and wishes them the best of luck in the NAIA tournament. Be proud of yourself. Complete your degree. Summer and fall terms begin soon. Visit ottawa.edu for more information and prepare for a life of significance. Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
If it's time to replace your vehicle's battery, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts and take advantage of our exclusive Do It Right rebate. For a limited time, purchase a Superstart Premium, Extreme, or Platinum battery and get up to a $15 O'Reilly gift card by mail. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. Limit supply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
And we are back in Sioux City down to the last 2 innings, and the Braves' magic has not run out yet as they continue to allow multiple base runners. They had allowed 2 base runners in all of the first 4 innings and then got the bases loaded in the 5th and have still allowed only 1 run to Reinhardt so far, and they lead 6-1. Madison Luck continues to pitch for Reinhardt. She came in relief of Macy Mills after the first 3 innings.
Leading off the 6th inning for the Braves, the designated player, Savannah Holland.
Savannah Holland, who had a 2-run double her last time up, will lead things off. She belts this one into right center field. That's in the gap into the fence. She'll round first. Could be a play at second. She'll slide in there safely with her second double in her last 2 at-bats. So this team that just really struggled to hit, only had 2 hits the entire day yesterday despite getting the win, is really batting around well here today. Holland now 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Kenzie Stevens has 2 ground outs. She's 0 for 2 on the day. She'll bunt. Holland is going to make it over to third as the throw to first is just barely in time to get Stevens. So now a runner on third with 1 down. An interesting sacrifice play if they're going to allow Jenna Stiggy to go ahead and bat here, as they move the runner over to third with 1 out, which sets them up for a sacrifice fly, but Stiggy not a power hitter, and it looks like they will go ahead and bring somebody else on to bat for her. Otherwise, just not much reason to execute the sacrifice in that situation. We'll see who they bring out of the dugout. It'll be Kate Christian coming on to bat.
Entering the game for the Braves, number 5, Kate Christian.
The 182 hitter has only played in 10 games this year, and this will only be her 12th at bat. Coach Can feeling she's more capable of getting the ball deep enough to score that runner from third. She'll smack this one foul straight back. That's an illegal pitch. And so the runner will score. Did not see what she had done, and the coach is going to come out to talk to the umpire to find out. The first base umpire is the one who called it, so I don't know if her foot was not in contact with the rubber when she made the pitch, but it was immediately called an illegal pitch by the first base umpire, and that moves the runner from third home. It essentially works the same as a balk in baseball, except the pitch does count and it's called a ball. A heated discussion going on out on the field as Reinhardt's coach not in agreement, but does not impact the outcome. The Braves get the run on the illegal pitch, and it's now 7-1. Now this pitch fouled on the first base side into the air, and over to make the catch is Jessica Baker. So we've got 2 down. And nobody on now with the runner having scored.
Now the left fielder, Corey Lacey.
Lacey at the plate. She'll look at ball 1 inside on the first pitch. Again, 2 down, nobody on for the Braves 2-hitter. Outside 2-0, the dangerous middle of the lineup due up for the Braves. Valenzuela, Cautlori, and Romero. And Smith, really, you can put into that group as well. Looks at that one over the plate, but misses the zone, and it's 3-0. Breeze has picked up a bit, and the clouds have taken over. There is a chance of rain today as Lacey takes a strike. Hopefully far enough away that we can at least get this one in on time. This one, another called strike. It's a full count. Nothing on the radar right now for Sioux City. So no rain in the immediate area, but it is a chance today and definitely tomorrow. Now she'll pop this one up into foul territory off the backstop, so she stays alive in the at-bat, 3-2. So that is an interesting note. If the Braves are able to hold on and they move on to play tomorrow, a decent chance of rain interfering with that one. Hit up the middle to second base, fielded, throws to first, and didn't get her by much, but about half a step, she is out. And that'll be it for the top of the 6th, going into the bottom of the 6th. Braves up 7-1 here on KOFO.
As a small business owner, you make every dollar count. So what could you do with $10? Go to Vistaprint.com today and you'll get 500 high-quality custom business cards for only $9.99. That's less than 2 cents per card. And at Vistaprint, your satisfaction is absolutely guaranteed. So it's never been easier to turn 500 strangers into connections. Just visit Vistaprint.com and use promo code 4141 at checkout. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code 4141.
As a 300-foot-tall dino monster, people think all I'm good at is rampaging. But there's more to me than that. Just like Geico. Yeah, they could save you money, but they also have over 75 years of savings and service. So Geico is super good at insurance. And yeah, I like rampaging. But I'm also a huge fan of
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
And we're back for the bottom of 6. Braves trying to keep on rolling as they continue to allow base runners and continue to work their way out of those tough situations. They're up 7-1 now after scoring an unorthodox run on an illegal pitch with a runner on third in that in the top of the 6th. It was their 7th run after mustering only 1 yesterday in the 1-0 win.
Leading off for the Eagles, left fielder Taylor Weeks.
Taylor Weeks, left fielder, and the 9-hitter up to the plate, and she'll swing and miss at strike 1. Aaron Smith playing way in over at third as Weeks is more of an opposite field slap hitter. She'll take that one outside, 1-1. She'll watch that one low, 2-1 count. Pitch hit hard into the right center field gap, and they were playing her in. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. She's going to round second, and she'll hold up at second after a nice throw in by Kenzie Stevens from center field. But they were playing her shallow, and clearly not expecting, again, as I had said, she had shown mostly a willingness to just try and slap it into left field in previous at-bats. That time she drives it into right center field. So now a runner on second and nobody out. The Braves continue to allow base runners in scoring position. First pitch is taken for a ball. Maddie Evans at the plate. This one's high, ball 2. Evans 1 for 3, an RBI double, a ground out, and a fly out. Takes strike 1 on the changeup, 2-1. Now she'll pop this one into left center field. On the run is Kenzie Stevens making the diving catch in left center field.
And a diving grab by Kenzie Stevens.
An outstanding defensive play, and the Braves just keep coming up with the defensive magic to keep these Reinhardt runners at bay.
Next up, the center fielder, Hannah McKinley.
Hannah McKinley to the plate. This one chopped to second. Romero over to first for the out, so the runner advances to third, but now with 2 down.
The 4-3 put-up brings up the shortstop, Taylor
Brazelton to the plate now. 0 for 2 with a walk in the first inning and then 2 ground outs since. Actually, in her last at-bat, she actually chopped it right back up and it hit her, but after she'd already left the box, so it was an out instead of a foul ball. That one, not sure where that missed. Called ball 1. If they can get Brazelton, it'll be the 6th inning and the 1st inning where the Braves don't allow multiple base runners. That one in the same place as the first. This one's called a strike, 1-1. Again, she's working the same place. It's had 2 balls and a strike called now on almost 3 identical pitches. Trying to work that outside corner. This one hit right back up the middle at Morgan. She got her glove on it, but could only knock it down. The runner will score. Brazelton will be aboard on first with an RBI infield single, unless they were to call that an error. So now a 7-2 ball game in the bottom of the second. First pitch, a ball. Not really a stealing situation when you're down 5, but she does have 32 stolen bases to her name this year. Check swing, fouls it off, 1-1. The Braves do allow the run on the little infield single, but still holding on to a 5-run lead. This one belted into right field, and Siggy has a good arm, but it's not going to be good enough to get Brazelton over at third, so we'll have, they don't even try. Runners at the corners, still with 2 down. And Jessica Baker, the team's power hitter, coming up to the plate. Or excuse me, it was Baker with the single. That'll bring Sarah Kate Jenkins to the plate. 2 on, 2 down. Reinhardt trying to make this game a little closer. Taken inside for ball 1. Way inside, 2-0. Short conference between Cott Laurie and Molly Morgan. With a 2-0 pitch right down the middle, 2-1. The pitch, just a touch inside. 3-1 count now. 2 runners already on, in danger of loading the bases. There are 2 down. Pitch inside again. Oh, no, this one called a strike. Looked to be in the same place as some of those early pitches that were called balls. So a full count with 2 down, runners on the corners. Braves trying to hold on. This one is well inside, and that will load the bases. Now, Coach Kent will have another word with Molly Morgan. Does not look like he's going to be making a pitching change. But definitely working with the infield on the plan here. As a 5-run lead can become a much smaller lead with the swing of 1 bat with the bases loaded. Angela Roberts is going to be at the plate. She singled her last time up, but also has a ground out and a strikeout to her name. Still 7-2 Braves. Bottom of 6. Jordan Sage is warming up for the Braves if they need to pull Morgan, who pitched a complete game yesterday. Strike. It's the first pitch over, 0-1. Strike called again, 0-2. Roberts hasn't taken the bat off her shoulder on the first two pitches, as Morgan laboring a little bit out there, just trying to work her way around the count. 0-2 pitch on the ground, fielded by Smith, throws to first, scooped up out of the dirt by Valenzuela, and they are able to get out of it. They load up the bases, but only score one. Going into inning number 7, Braves up 7-2 on KOFO.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Kansas so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome to the 7th inning. Here in Sioux City, Iowa, the Braves trying to play their way into the championship game of the opening round and try to advance and move their way down to Florida for the remainder of the NAIA tournament. Only one team gets to do that out of the 4 here, but the Braves, if they can hold on to this 7-2 lead, they will be the representative from this group. Maddie Luck has been pretty effective for Reinhardt. She'll stay in to pitch the 7th. As Kenzie Stevens leads off, she hits it sharply on the ground over to first base. Scooped up, and first baseman steps on the bag for the out.
Now will be captured. Elena Catlori.
Catlori to the plate now. 1 down, nobody on. She will pop this one into shallow right field. First baseman gets her glove on it, but in foul territory. It rolls off onto the ground, so Catlori will survive the pop foul. That pitch inside, 1-1 to the Braves catcher. Pitch hit hard to center field. It's over her head, and it's gone. Elena Catlori.
Elena Catlori hits a single shot home run
With a solo homer to straightaway center field. That's an 8-2 ball game as Catlori smacks her 5th home run of the season. Eight to 2 in the 7th inning. The Braves looking pretty strong as far as playing their way into tomorrow's opening round championship game. First pitch, a strike on the inside corner to Romero. That ball was blasted to center field. That was not a fence scraper. That cleared the bleachers that are sitting directly behind the center field fence. This one way outside. Now it's a 1-2 count to Romero. Nobody on, 1 down. A 6-run lead for Ottawa. Reaches out and pops this one foul, but hits the roof of the dugout, so she'll stay alive. 1-2 pitch. Inside, 2-2. Sun back out. Romero steps in, the pitch, swing and a miss. Hit the dirt, so they'll throw it down to first, but they do record the out. Now 2 down. Aaron Smith to the plate. 1 for 3, had an RBI single in the first. 2 strikeouts since then. Good contact with this one, but foul. Will hit the ground, so strike 1. It's solid contact. If she straightens it out, that's going to be an extra base hit. Steps back in. Pitch. She takes the off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. She'll take this one just a bit inside, 1-2. Braves now with an 8-2 lead thanks to Cott Laurie's home run to dead center field. One-two pitch. Fouled down the third base side. She keeps the at-bat going. Puts this one on the ground, over to short, fielded, throws to first for the out. That's 3 down for the Braves, but they add 1. Going into the bottom of 7, they're up 8-2 here on KOFO.
With Zillow, you're not just looking for a house. You're looking for the pool that will turn your kids' fingers into prunes. The living room where your dad will explain the nuances of football to you. Yet again. The kitchen where you'll alphabetize your spice collection and discover forgotten, furry, what is that, in the back of the fridge.
You're not just looking for a house. You're looking for a place for your life to happen. And whether buying or renting, Zillow makes it easy with smart search features, photos, and more. Zillow, find your way home.
When you need spends a little too much time in the sun relief.
Yikes.
Oh, what the? Attack of the angry mosquito relief.
Hey, watch this.
Scraped knees.
And an elbow.
Relief. You need new Gold Bond Pain and Itch Relief Cream with lidocaine. Gold Bond has the maximum strength lidocaine available without a prescription and starts working on contact to numb away pain and itch. New Gold Bond with lidocaine. Relief starts now. Use as directed.
And we're back for the bottom of 7. Molly Morgan will try and get another complete game as the Braves holding on to an 8-2 lead. If they can get out of this one without giving up 6, they make it on to tomorrow's opening round championship game against, really, it could be any of the other 3 teams. Morningside and Jamestown about to play after this one in the opening game of the losers bracket. The winner will play their way back into the winners bracket. But this would only be Reinhardt's first loss, so they'll get another chance. This one, a comebacker handled by Morgan, throws over to first. That's out number 1. 2 outs away from getting into tomorrow's opening round title game.
Next up, the catcher, Cassidy Howard.
Cassidy Howard to the plate. Fouls this one back. Howard reached on an error in her first at-bat, then got a single her next time up, and then grounded into a double play last time up. It was an inning-ending double play with multiple runners on. Now this one looped just foul over the third baseman's head. Makes it an 0-2 count to Howard. popped up. Will it stay in play? It will. Caught Laurie sure-handed right there to make the catch. Reinhardt's down to their final out of the game, at least. Again, this would only be their single loss, so they're not done even if they lose this one. It's Taylor Weeks standing in. She hit a hard double into the right center field gap her last time up. They were playing her to try and slap it opposite field, and she drove it into the gap. Takes a couple of close ones, 2-0. Pitch in there, 2-1. Advantage Electric postgame show coming up at the conclusion of this one. That one didn't miss by much, but ball 3-1. Pitch taken. She was on her way over to first when that was called a strike, but it was right over the plate. 3-2. Pitch popped up into shallow left field. Lacey coming on, makes the catch, and the Braves win it 8-2. So the Braves are going to stick around here in Sioux City to play in the opening round championship game against an unknown opponent. It could be any of the other three teams here, Jamestown, who they haven't seen, or either of the two teams they have played in Morningside and Reinhardt. That'll depend on the outcome of the remainder of the game. Stick around. After this, we're going to bring you the Advantage Electric postgame show. You're listening to Braves Softball here on KOFO.
Whether you're building or remodeling, you want your project to be unique to you. Eric Crowley of Advantage Electric can help.
Something recently we've started is custom lighting, making custom lights. I've noticed it's a new trend. Not everybody wants the big, box light fixtures that you can buy. Everybody's looking for something eclectic nowadays and new and a conversation piece.
Your ideas come to life.
Anything and everything that you could think of that you could possibly make a light fixture out of, we could certainly do it.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
Just because it's the middle of the week doesn't mean a little me time should wait for the weekend. Visit Groupon.com or the Groupon app to find your Me Time Tuesday. Go to the beauty and spa category to find massages, mani-pedis, and other salon and spa treatments local to you. Look your best, feel your best, and save doing it. ABC's Daily Deal, sponsored by Groupon. Download the Groupon app and save up to $100 a week on what you do every day. Available on the Apple and Google Play App Store or visit Groupon.com.
Does the thought of undergoing a radiology exam or procedure cause you anxiety? Do you find that having more information helps ease your fears? Prepare for your next exam by visiting radiologyinfo.org. You'll find more than 200 up-to-date and easy-to-understand descriptions of radiologic exams, procedures, and treatments to answer your questions about what to expect and how to prepare. The site also provides information on the benefits and risks of CT scans, MRI, X-ray, and other radiology tests. Radiologyinfo.org offers patient safety information, medical images, plus disease, condition descriptions and screening, and wellness information. You'll also find video presentations created by radiologists describing some of the most common exams available today. The site is totally free, doesn't require registration, and is available in English and Spanish. Radiologyinfo.org is reviewed by medical experts for accuracy and credibility. Be informed, be prepared, be assured. Visit radiologyinfo.org, produced by the Radiological Society of North America and the American College of Radiology.
Welcome to the Advantage Electric postgame show. Speaking of electric, the Braves bats certainly electrified today as they were able to get 8 runs across after a game where they only managed 1 yesterday and were able to scrape out a 1-0 shutout victory today, just hammering the ball all over the field. Not just little infield singles and bloopers. They were smashing the ball. None hit harder than Elena Cott-Laurie's solo home run shot in the 7th inning. It wasn't really necessary. They were already up 7-2, but certainly fun to see, especially for a team that struggled so much offensively yesterday. But again, an 8-2 victory. They'll play again tomorrow at 2, weather permitting. Now, a lot of rain expected to move through tomorrow, so we'll see how things go. Technically, if that game were unable to be played, then because the Braves won their first 2 and continued in the winner's bracket, they would, by default, pass on to the remainder of the tournament down in Claremont, Florida. But obviously they'll do everything possible to try and avoid that scenario and play things out here in Sioux City. But again, there's a chance of rain later today and then a almost certainty of rain tomorrow. So in this one, the Braves got up early, 2-0 in the first inning, which is good to see after the good start yesterday, but the slow remainder of the game. They were able to keep things going as they allowed a run in the second, but then in the third they put 4 up with a couple of 2-run doubles. Then the 4th and 5th were scoreless. The Braves and Reinhardt both add a run in the 6th to make it 7-2, and then that insurance run off the solo by Kyle Lowry makes it 8-2. The Braves get the victory. Molly Morgan improves to 32-12 on the season with 2 complete games here in 2 days, as the Braves move on to play an unknown opponent tomorrow at 2, depending on how things go. You can keep up on the Braves or the Braves Twitter account, or I'll let you know as things happen on my Twitter account at DavidKO, I forgot my own Twitter handle, at DavidKOFO. I will keep you updated on how things are going there as well. But the Braves will definitely be in that championship game tomorrow with a trip to Florida on the line. We'll go ahead and take a break and be back with the remainder of the Advantage Electric postgame show to go through some individual stats for the Braves. You're listening to Braves Softball here on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Electricity. Where would we be without it? Yeah, in the dark. But Advantage Electric is there to light up your world. Whether it's service or repair, you'll always get a free estimate and a friendly technician. Here's Advantage Electric owner Eric Crowley.
What we enjoy is working with people in our community because we see them everywhere we go. It's not like, we go to your house and we take care of your electrical issue and then we don't talk to you or see you ever again. So it's a personal connection that we have with you.
Advantage Electric, 229 North Main. Call 418-1218.
When smart businesses need to grow their team, they do it on the site proven to deliver. Indeed.com. According to an independent study, Indeed delivers 5 times more hires than any other job site, more hires than the rest combined. And right now we're giving new users a $50 credit to post a sponsored job, boosting your listing in relevant search results. Claim your $50 credit at Indeed.com/credit. Indeed, the world's #1 job site. Terms, conditions, and quality standards apply.
When you have spaghetti and meatballs plus 1 clumsy child, you need new Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean 3-in-1 Power Packs. When your son comes home from college,
Mom, I'm home.
plus 6 loads of laundry, you need new Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean 3-in-1 Power Packs. The only detergent with Arm & Hammer freshness plus OxyClean stain fighters and a boost of fresh scent. For all of life cycles, it's the clean you need at a fraction of the cost of the leading brand. New Arm & Hammer plus OxyClean 3-in-1 Power Packs detergent.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Kansas. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Kansas State High School Activities Association and the Kansas Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And welcome back to our final segment of the Advantage Electric postgame show here on KOFO. And assuming we're able to get tomorrow's opening round championship in, the way it'll work is Morningside and Jamestown, having lost their games yesterday, are about to play here at 1:30. The winner of that will play Reinhardt, who just lost to Ottawa, and then the winner of that game, which takes place at 4 this afternoon, would be playing the Braves tomorrow at 2. Since it is a double elimination tournament, if the Braves were to lose that first championship game tomorrow, they would then play the same team again in a doubleheader as you can't go out until you've lost twice. So still plenty of softball to be played here, but the Braves sitting in the best position of anybody at this site in the opening round, having beaten the hosts Morningside yesterday 1-0, and now all over Reinhardt 8-2 in this one here today. So going through the Braves lineup, the biggest games were Corey Lacey with a 3-for-4 day at the plate, an infield single, a triple, and another single. Valenzuela walked twice, scored once, 0-for-2 in her other at-bats. Elena Cott-Lowry had an RBI on a fielder's choice in the first inning, walked her next time up, grounded out her third time, but then blasted a home run over straightaway center that cleared the set of bleachers right behind the fence over in center field. So it was a blast with nobody on base to get the Braves that extra insurance run in the 7th inning. Then Romero had a big two-run double. Aaron Smith had an RBI single, a 2-run double for Savannah Holland, and then hit another double in the 6th inning, would end up scoring from third on an illegal pitch in that 6th inning. And then obviously Molly Morgan gets the complete game, only gives up 2 runs, so she's now pitched 14 innings in 2 days, giving up just 2 runs in the process. So the Braves ace really pitching well, which is what we've come to expect from the 3-time All-KCAC pitcher. So a fantastic day for the Ottawa Braves. They get the 8-2 victory, and they'll stick around for one more day, assuming we can get it in through the anticipated rain coming tomorrow. They will play at 2 in the championship over, again, it could be any of these other 3 teams, Jamestown, a school from North Dakota, who the Braves have not faced yet, or yesterday's opponent, Morningside, and today's opponent, Reinhardt, all still in it. Reinhardt with the highest probability of moving on just because they're guaranteed a spot in that 4 o'clock game, whereas Morningside and Jamestown have to play off for it here at 1:30. But we'll let you know who they'll be playing and when tomorrow. But that will do it for today from Sioux City. The Braves, the only team that will get to take the remainder of the day off and rest up in the hotel and get ready for tomorrow. Thank you for listening to Braves Softball, and tune in again tomorrow for more as we'll play in the championship for the opening round here in Sioux City. I'm David Potter, KOFO Sports.
We hope you enjoyed this OU Brave sports broadcast on KOFO 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com. Brought to you by Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Kansas State Bank, Ransom Memorial Hospital, Wise Guys Construction, Hebner Appraisal, Ottawa University, the City of Ottawa, Ottawa Family Physicians, and Design for Sports. For more information about our next Ottawa University Brave sports broadcast, visit our website at KOFO.com. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.
Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling reminds you to keep your family safe from carbon monoxide. We can test your CO detectors to ensure they're working. If you don't have a CO detector, we carry carbon monoxide detectors from CO Experts, our vendor of choice. Your family's safety is no joke, and carbon monoxide is a year-round concern, not just when your furnace is running. Your carbon monoxide detector should be tested at least twice a year. Call 242-9273 or stop by 102 South Walnut in Ottawa to learn more.
For 7 years, Anderson County Hospital's Residential Living Center has been ranked a top nursing home in Kansas by U.S. News and World Report. With modern facilities, 24-hour care, and fun activities, our center has the comprehensive services you can't find anywhere else. See for yourself why Anderson County Hospital's Residential Living Center is one of the best. Call 785-204